I mean, this must feel pretty amazing to have kind of gotten to this point where on red carpets in seeming like a relatively short period of time. I mean, like, I'm sure it doesn't seem like that to you, honey, but you jump from working a 24-hour Subway to like going on red carpets in a relatively short period of time.
True. It's crazy. It's funny because I didn't even move to LA to do YouTube.
Right.
I left because it was so small and all the gays were getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
And I was in like a toxic situation. I swear to God, if I was still in Missouri, I would have gone back to my ex like 25 times by now. I'm not even kidding.
Because that was like your first love, was this first guy, because you were in college in Missouri, right?
Yes.
And so and your mom is a lesbian. So,
yes, they are.
Right, so coming out was not really an issue for you.
It was though.
Was it?
I talked to Raymond about this. He's like grilling me. We did this interview series with YouTube about having like same-sex parents. And I feel like the outside world affected me more than my home life. Like I had lesbians as parents, but I was still scared of them being lesbians, of them being homosexuals. And I like look back and I realize that I wouldn't like have friends over. I didn't want to open up them to that judgment based on how I was treated at school. Like I always knew that being gay was seen as like a problem.
Right.
And I think it affected me more than I saw. Right.
I mean, like when we're young, you can get a lot of stuff that turns into like internalized homophobia.
Yeah.
That then you have to get over yourself before you can get yourself out there.
My mom had to call me and make me come out.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
How
one
did that
random
go
weekend.
down?
She literally called me and I said hello and she said, "Say it." I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? Like, that's just the first word that I come out. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, that you're gay. And I laughed. I've told this story so many times. I like laughed for like 5 minutes and then I said it. And then she was like, I love you, and hung up.
Wow.
It was weird
Just
to
like a lesbian to get down to business.
I know.
And goodbye, I have some gardening and a kitty to find. Bye.
I just felt like it was known. Like even when I had my first, like the first guy that I had a crush on, she picked me up from work and this guy had given me his number and I told her. And I was like, he was cute. And it was like, it was just conversational. Like I never felt the need to say I'm gay. I feel like they knew blatantly.
Right.
So it was just bizarre to me.
So you get to college, you meet this guy, he kind of introduces you to your first group of gay friends, and you're sort of in going out and all that type of stuff. So you're in a love wonderland for a while, but then, honey, the drama begins.
It was messy. It was so messy. It was like small college town, like the same 15 or 16 people.
Oh, girl.
There was like this 50-year-old man's house that we'd be at after like the club on Thursday. It was horrible. It was like very just surreal, but I was so like just experiencing everything for the first time.
Yeah.
And he was the one that was helping me experience all these things. And so it was just hard to like let that go, even if I was being treated like a mess.
Really? Because he was stepping out on you?
Yes, he was stepping out, over,
under, around.
everywhere. It was bad. It was so bad. I hate looking back at it. It's the worst.
But that first love can really get you.
I know.
I mean, that can be where you're like, but what if we never see each other? Like,
it was my
so beautiful.
first everything. I didn't date in high school.
Oh, right.
At all. I had like a messy, drunk night my freshman year with this kid. It was actually really dramatic. We made out, we were like drunk, and then we like went in the woods and started like fooling around. And then we were around the corner from our friend's apartment, and his friends came, like I guess they were ready to leave, and nobody knew he was gay. And they saw us kissing, and I like scaled a fence in like drunk panic, and like jumped over, ran around the entire apartment complex, went back and sat on the couch as though they hadn't seen me, and they like left. And that was like my first gay experience.
That was freshman year of high school?
College.
College, okay.
Yeah, and then my first relationship was the summer after my freshman year.
So then you're in college, you're in Missouri, you're working like 900 jobs, you're dealing with crazy moms at Toys R Us, trying to go crazy on Black Friday.
That was horrible. It was a struggle.
Yeah, I bet. And then you started making videos at that point? You were in college making the videos?
No, I started making videos the summer before I went to college.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't pick up until like spring break of my freshman year. And that's when YouTube started paying.
Okay.
And that was like, I swear Jesus was looking out for me, because I was working so much, but I still wasn't keeping up with tuition. Like I had these monthly installments, and so once that happened, it was just like...
Right, because you did the Things I Hate video, and did that get picked up by Tosh? Is that what kind of broke it out?
Tosh and Ray William Johnson on YouTube.
Oh, right.
And Tosh did his like own spin-off of it, or parody of it, and that like catapulted everything. And then Ashton Kutcher saw the video after that, and that was at the time he was like the most followed person, so it was like a crazy big deal. So
then what is that like at that moment when things, because you're making videos and whatever, suddenly then you see yourself on TV, you see yourself on those big YouTubes, Ashton Kutcher's knocking at the door. I mean, like, and you're still like showing up to Subway to be like,
yeah, exactly.
How would you like to have it? How would you like that? And what kind of bread do you want?
It was horrible. It was like, it was cool, like, as far as my friends were concerned. I remember when I saw the Ashton tweet, I think I was on the end of my spring break, and my friend saw it first, and it was just like, oh my God, this is so cool, Ashton Kutcher, Ashton Kutcher. And then this similar situation happened with Lindsay Lohan. We were just like all freaking out, but then once people started like coming into Subway and like asking me to recite lines about why I hate birds as I'm like putting banana peppers on their like it was just so bad and uncomfortable, and I felt super like ostracized, but not like bullied or anything, just like gawked at.
Yeah, it's hard to work at Subway when you're suddenly an internet phenomenon.
With a bunch of college kids. Yeah. Like everyone was just,
my God.
And I can't even imagine it now. Like I feel like 2009, 2010, phones, internet, it was like obviously rising, but it's nothing
not like
to
it
the
is
level.
for sure,
I would have had a mental breakdown if I went viral like now.
Because they're like, here he is at Subway.
Yeah, I can't. It was so bad.
So then you break up with the boyfriend, you're not feeling great living there, and suddenly an experience of going to a Britney Spears concert with a model, young aspiring model.
No, these details.
Hey Qween, and I do my research, okay? So tell us about that like time that it all changed.
I went to see Britney for the second time because the first time I saw her, Nicki opened for her. And the second time it was Pauly D.
Right.
And I had a big ass crush on Pauly D. Like I was obsessed with him in Jersey Shore, so I was like, we're going to Michigan and we're gonna see him. So I went to the concert, saw the guy I was talking to. I wouldn't really say we were dating. We talked for like 4 weeks. Went to the concert, I'm still like a paranoid mess from my last relationship. I saw his phone, like he was like flirting with this dude and like making all these plans and like being very not committed, even though we weren't committed. And so I sent him home on a plane.
Wow.
And I had my friend Stephanie meet up with me. And we went there and she was moving out to LA, I think like 3 weeks from that point. And she was just talking to me about like how beautiful it was and asking me questions about home. And I realized like I just wasn't happy there. I didn't really want to be in the environment that I was in, and I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't want to move back home like with my parents after experiencing like freedom.
Yeah.
And I just saw this as a place that had a vibrant LGBT community. I knew it was a bit more open than the Midwest, and I was just like, maybe I should do this. And I called my mom on my way home and talked to her for like 2 hours just as I'm driving and planned it out.
You're like, I gotta go, Mom. Now I have something for you. Hi, Mom. I'm out and I'm leaving.
Yeah, and she didn't even know everything, to be honest. Like I was at school, but I wasn't necessarily giving her all the details. So like I explained how my relationship was a mess, how the people I was with was just not matching up for anything. And it was just like, I needed to get out of there.
And you did.
I did.
And you came here and started to flourish, honey.
I did.
Yeah. And, I mean, you've grown up into your model type figure, honey. All your beauty.
Thanks.
Now you're living in LA, a plethora of all the Latin men you could ever want. I know that's your favorite, Spicy and Fuego.
I'm sorry, while I was taking a nap,
Where's her head?
Oh my God, are you guys still talking? Oh my God, I thought it was... Hi.
All right, Fuego, go back to sleep.
No, darling. Oh my God, we're talking about his body, right? That's my favorite subject.
Fuego, please.
Wow.
So, are you enjoying all the Latin men of Los Angeles?
I'm enjoying my guy.
Oh, so you're dating someone now?
I am.
That's good.
For over a year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
And now is he also someone who does YouTube stuff or whatever, or?
He makes YouTube videos, but he was on Idol a few seasons ago. So he.
Are you keeping his identity secret, or?
No, he's on Instagram and stuff. His name's Jack.
Okay, and which Idol was he on?
I don't know. He
doesn't.
I didn't like see it.
He doesn't make you come home and be like, babe, let's watch it again.
No, thank God. But he was on it. It was one of J-Lo's seasons. So one of the recent
so that was
ones.
a good one.
Yeah, and yeah, we're cool.
Well, that's good. That's very nice.
Yes, my eyes aren't wandering.
Well, that's good, honey. You're going to come to LA and see it all, but eventually you start to realize.
I have a question, Jonny.
Oh, yes, Miss Fuego?
Okay, what kind of Latin is he, okay?
He's not Latin.
Say he's Latin.
He's not Latin.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah, he's not.
I just knew that Kingsley, when he first came to LA, was very enamored with Latin men.
I
was.
It was Cuban.
You don't see them in Missouri.
Yeah, you don't.
That's like white.
So, right, honey.
All right, as you were.
Thank you. Lady Red, please keep Fuego in check. Give her a look.
That's your business. You shouldn't have brought that heifer here anyway.
Lady Red, I wanted some eggs. I thought you could lay a few.
Ah, that bitch can't even give you feathers properly.
Are you kidding me? I give excellent head.
Ladies, please, ladies. It's hard, Kingsley, with these ladies around here. Now, have you ever had some, because you do pop culture videos, rants, all that stuff. Have you had people clap back at you, famous people?
Ooh, I think so. Demi Lovato clapped back at me once.
She seems like a clapbacker.
It was so sad because I like her a lot. But do you remember when Lady Gaga was doing, I forgot what show it was, but she had the artist that like ingests paint and then spits it back out?
Yes.
She did that for a performance to like represent something that she'd went through. And Demi, I guess, was triggered by like bulimia and like was really like laying into her, and I kind of just stepped in when I didn't really need to. This was when I was younger, and still like very Twitter like involved. And she was just like, I said like that wasn't her point. She's not trying to trigger anything in somebody's feelings. She was just representing something that happened to her in a way that she wanted to as her art piece. And Demi was just like, it's not okay. And was just like laying into me, and I was
Demi seems like she gets triggered by a lot of things.
I know, but I just
especially
felt
a bottle of cocaine in an airplane bathroom. Really did Justin Bieber ever clap back at you over something? There was some pop star I thought who had clapped to be like, all you do is talk about other people.
No,
that was.
Justin has never. He actually used to watch my videos, and I worked with Scooter for like a little bit, and I had a thing with his bodyguard.
Oh, really?
When I was at the club, and my old roommate took my keys to his house and left me, and I tried to get them back, and the bodyguard thought I was trying to get upstairs, and I was like, I'm just picking up my keys. Like, I'm not a groupie. I'm not trying to go up and join whatever is happening up there. So that was like a bad situation. But himself, no.
Now, you've also had the unfortunate event of talking about One Direction and then having all the One Directioners come for her.
I can't. That's when YouTube started to be too much for me. When like the tweens came into the scene.
Yeah.
That was annoying, but I don't take that stuff seriously because I know it's just like fan fever.
Yeah,
insanity. They take it personally. After myself, they're like 15. And to not pay them any attention. But that was just, it was bad because at the time, there was like, YouTube was growing a lot as One Direction grew, and so many creators were just licking One Direction's ass, and I just didn't listen to them. And then I tried to listen to them, and I'm like, this is goofy shit. Like, I don't listen or relate to what they're singing. And of course, I am honest when I talk about whatever's happening in news, and so I got asked about them, and one of my most popular series was Overexposed, and they were one of the topics. And I just did a video on them, and their fans got so upset. And it was like a mob mentality because every other YouTuber loved them or loved them for AdSense.
Right.
And I was just like, whatever. So
what is next? What's the dream for what you have coming up, what you want to do?
I like writing. I was going to school for journalism, but I also love creative writing. It's a class I took in high school, and I had electives throughout when I was at school. I love writing comedic content, scripted and unscripted. Like, I'd love to work on something like SNL, maybe not SNL, something a bit more brash.
Right.
But I just like taking current events and topical subjects and making them funny. I don't necessarily need to be the talent. It happened with YouTube, which is great, and I've gotten to network and meet a lot of people, but I don't necessarily want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But I want to like produce and write content.
Sounds good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's certainly a plan. You already got the
It's a
fame, and now
plan.
you just get yourself, you already got your foot in the door there.
Yeah,
you just got to start producing it, right?
Yes, I did this series called Really Be Really, which everyone was really like invested in, and I didn't know that people liked it. So I'm working on getting that animated.
Great.
And so I'd be working with a team of people to like put out an episode every week.
That is fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, Kingsley, honey, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having
It's been so
me.
much fun. Lady Red, do you have anything, any last words you want to give to Kingsley?
Why is she so far?
I'll wait till the camera's off.
Okay. Well, Kingsley, honey, I'm glad we taught you how to snap a fan.
Yes,
And
thank you so
now
much.
you need to know how to snatch a trophy, honey. Yes. And Kingsley, I hope your man won't mind, but you've won yourself a lap dance.
Look at that ass. ¡Qué culo!
Yes.
Oh, por favor.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Close your eyes.
Not today.
Lady
He's
Red, take us
waking
out with
us
the
up.
Black Lady Screaming.
Hey Queen! Hey Queen! Hey Queen!
Hey, Qween!
Yeah! Oh, Kingsley, thank you for being here.
Thanks for
It's so
having
much
me.
fun to have you. Lady Red, you're beautiful. Miss Fuego, you're crazy as ever.
I love you, Johnny.
Now, don't forget that we, of course, are going to continue on with Kingsley and Look at Her. So we'll see you there, and we'll see you next time on Hey Qween. Bye, baby. Attack them.
Hey, Queen.